Does that help,
You know what?
Ashley?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
Thank
other than
you.
Steve's cussing, did the rest of it help?
Listen, I have been full disclosure to everyone that I love Jesus and the F word. And I think they're not mutually exclusive. I think you can love them both, you know? And today I didn't even use the F word yet. And it's like 11:27. I mean, there's lots of day left.
That's great. I'm really proud of
Doing
you.
good. Hey,
Really
I'm
proud.
doing the Trump thing, he does with his hands.
Oh God. All right. Ashley also asked, can you give me some info on foundations pouring in winter? Is there a certain temp we don't pour below? Any other specifics for construction through winter months? Um, well, I can tell you my experience in Michigan is anything under 40 degrees. Oh, Steve left us. He had to go to his other meeting. Um, Anything under 40 degrees, you have to add calcium chloride to the concrete. It's like an additive that you put in that produces heat so that it's warming itself. It'll actually bring the temperature of the concrete up so that it will cure. You might have to ask Mike about that because I don't know Indiana for sure that that's the same. But I mean, I built for many, many years in Michigan, and that was we poured foundations all year long. Like it didn't matter how cold it got. I mean, sometimes if it got down like below zero, our guys didn't want to come out and work, and they just wait a couple days for it to warm up a little bit to come pour. But like, it didn't stop us from doing foundations. So.
Okay.
But you should double check that with Mike to find out for your locale what people are doing. But now, uh,
Just my contract that signed last week was asking, because I mean, they're going to be a couple months, pre-construction before we even get to that point. So I
yeah,
just didn't, and then I said I would know more after we get through pre-construction, but I wasn't sure if there was any guidelines I could give people or.
I think there is actually a temperature below which you can't do the additive, but I can't remember what it is. There is a temperature you can't go below, so I don't know what it'll be for you in Indiana, but that's a question to ask Mike
Okay.
for you. But in Michigan, I mean, we started foundations all winter long, and it gets cold in Michigan, as you know.
And then they can, once like the foundation's in, like they can frame, there's no like,
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't slow down. Okay.
nope, nope. Those guys are used to framing in the wintertime. I mean, if there's a heavy snow, it might delay them a day or two or three or something. But Indiana and Michigan are much more geared to deal with snow than other
Yes.
places. So.
For sure, for sure. I just want to make sure because we've got like 6 right now in the works and I just didn't know if how it worked. So I
Yeah,
just was curious. Okay.
shouldn't be a problem. I mean, they build in North Dakota in the wintertime.
Okay.
So Alaska, they don't do foundations and exterior work in the wintertime, but they do interior work. So they usually try and close in the house before winter, and then they do all the inside work afterwards. So I mean, that's like the most extreme example. I'm just giving it to you. I know a builder in Edmonton, Alberta, and they build in the wintertime.
Okay.
Pretty far north.
Yeah.
But I would ask Mike to give you any specifics on it, but I don't think you guys will stop building. So,
Okay.
yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Natalia, any questions from you?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out the best lot to place my folks onto. So I had them out here in Marshfield, and originally they wanted to be in Fall Creek and Rogersville. But of course, we'll have all of our, move-in ready homes here. So I wanted to show them all of the different options. And like you said earlier, it's so good to show them because, sometimes they'll pick up on something that they didn't even consider, and we initially thought that they were going to love this one floor plan. They ended up falling in love with a totally different one. So that was really good to see. But long story short, I almost had them on one of our Topaz homes, but they just kind of last minute circled back to, we want to be in Rogersville because of the schools. And so right now they're out of town, but I'm getting ready to have that conversation with them again. we haven't done a price out in Rogersville, so that's kind of the next step. Well, I've done it just to kind of see the numbers, and they wanted to be at 2,000 square feet, or I'm sorry, $2,000 for the monthly mortgage, and we are right at like 1917, right under 2,000. If I can get them on the ruby slab, so that they like the jasper, they like the ruby, but they also like the topaz. So they did like several different plans. But right now, for us to stay in that $2,000 or right under that $2,000 range, the main thing is, I think, figuring out a lot that doesn't have a really high premium. That way we still, and this is with the incentives. I already applied the incentive.
So this would be in Fall Creek?
Yes.
Did you take, first of all, did you get the lot fit Homesite stuff we talked about with the transparencies yet?
I didn't get it yet. We just talked about that yesterday with John. They're still working on it. So I have this, but it's so blurry, Aaron. I cannot see. Like, I pulled it up with John, and you cannot read it.
This one?
This one?
Yeah. How?
It's a vector, so as long as they open it up in a PDF.
If you open it as a PDF in a
Okay.
PDF reader, you can zoom in and see all the measurements.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have to do that then.
I did that
'Cause I was-
writer for that reason.
Yep. Jordan
Okay,
was just
great.
saying he did it in a way that it's what we call a vector file, which means the more you blow it up, it still keeps its sharpness.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like, this shows 140 feet, this shows 76, right? So I mean, you should be able to look at that now. Just make sure it's opened in Adobe Reader.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which looks like that logo right there.
Yeah. I might have to download that. I don't think John had it on this. Well, maybe he did, but once he wiped it out, I think.
Well, that's in your sales drive. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go in your sales drive, go into community, go into Fall Creek.
Mhm.
That's the document right there that I opened.
Yeah. And when I open it up, just, double click on it. It comes up so blurry. It just can't read it. So I'll try
what
to.
you'll want to do is right click on it and go to open with, and then see if you have Adobe.
Okay.
You want to try that real quick on your computer and see?
Absolutely.
Sometimes new home sales training is just about how to use a computer stuff. We all get tripped up on those things. That's why I have a Jordan,
Yes.
the resident nerd.
I have a Timmy at home, but at work I'm on my own, and he's always like, "How'd you get?" I came home the other one day, and I was like, "I was struggling with this," and he's like, "How do you get through the day without me?" Like,
That's
love
funny.
you too.
So it's not giving me open with Adobe. It's just giving me a PDF option. And when I click on that, it says access to Google Drive. PDF needs access to Google Drive to process file.
Do you have
And then-
Adobe on your computer?
I don't think I do. I'm just John
What
had
we'll
this
do
computer.
is go down here and click on this little search
Hold on, I
down
can't
here
see you.
and hit Adobe. Is that showing up? Do you see my screen?
I see your screen. Where did you want me to go? Just searching my
At
computer?
the bottom, yeah,
Oh,
search all of the programs, like search your computer
Oh,
and
yeah.
just type the word Adobe and see if Adobe Acrobat or Adobe
Should be a
Reader comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adobe Reader is
Takes
free.
me to the store. I don't have it. I have to install
Yeah.
it.
So Jordan's going to give you a link so you can download it.
Okay.
So he'll throw that on the huddle.
Okay.
But that's a free reader that you can get, and then you can open it in that. And what you'll
Awesome.
want to do is you'll want to make Adobe Reader your default program that opens PDFs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, so getting back to your question of how do I help them find the right home site? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, and I think since they're so big on staying in that $2,000, and that's pretty much where we are if we applied, all of the incentives, then we need to look at a lot that has a very, very low premium. So that's just kind of the stage I'm at with them.
Have you taken, and I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you print this on an 8.5 by 11 or whatever other size you want to print it on. And I would write the premiums on every single one of these home sites.